Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Nothing can stop us. We all the way up. I woke up this morning, we're at 82,000, 83,000, 84,000, 85,000. I remember when we hit 85,000, I was like, wow, this is crazy. But then 86,000, 87,000, 88,000, and right before I got ready to do this video, 89,000. Can we hit 90,000 tonight? This is crazy. This is crazy. All those months of making these Bitcoin videos and trying to explain to y'all that you need to get a little Bitcoin. And I explained why it was going to happen. It's nice to finally see that everything I was talking about is truly coming to fruition. So guys, this is a celebration video. Price of Bitcoin is 89 at the time of this video. Let's see if we hit 90,000 tonight or even higher. Can we hit over 100,000 before the end of this year? With everything I'm about to show you, it is a strong, strong possibility. So I hope you guys are excited. If you stayed the path, you followed on crypto, got your Bitcoin, and you were stacking DCAing when it was 60,000. And I said, hey, 60,000 seems expensive, but in the long run, you're going to wish you grabbed some just even a little bit at 60,000, 50,000. I don't think we'll ever see those prices again. So let's talk about all the goodness that Bitcoin has, as well as the crypto space, because not only Bitcoin's rising, there's other winners as well. And let's get into it, guys. If you like the video, please hit that like button. And if you're happy, hit that like button for sure. If you want to see more of my content, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified when I come out with new content. So guys, man, it's good times, right? Good time to be in crypto right now. Man, oh man. All right, so if we look at Bitcoin dominance, it did tick down a little bit. It's surprising, right? The price is getting high and going crazy, but it went from 60 down to 59.0. Could be because ETH is coming up a little bit, so ETH's at 13.7. The crypto global market cap is at 2.9 trillion. We're about to hit 3 trillion, y'all. Standard Charter talked about the crypto market cap possibly hitting 10 trillion. And we'll talk about that later. But if that happens, what do you think the price of Bitcoin and the alt will be at that point? It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's focus on Bitcoin today. So the price did tick down a little bit from 89,000 to 88.5. Look at this, past 24 hours up 10.2%. Man, 10.2%. ETH is at 3,300 bucks, and that's up 5.4%. Sol is up 5.8%, 221. That's been rising as well. BNB up almost 4%. Look at Doge. Doge up 25%. And we know that's because of the relationship with Doge and Elon Musk, who appears to be pretty close with the president-elect in the US. Even XRP is up 5%. ADA's up 4.9%. Avalanche up 11.4%. Ton up 2%. Chain 3%. Sui 6.5%. Near is up 17%. They announced something about a new AI model. We'll talk about that later on this week. Pepe up 5%. So the memes they're cooling aside from Doge. Caspa's up 1%. Let's see where ICP stands. ICP, where you at? Where you at? I must have passed it. I must have passed ICP. In any event, everything's looking pretty good right now, right? Everything's looking pretty nice. So let's take a look at what is happening and what is causing Bitcoin to rise as high as it is right now. Currently, everyone's feeling good. Fear and greed, extreme greed. I haven't seen extreme greed since I've been making these videos for like 2 years now. Obviously, I started towards the tail end of the bull market and making videos throughout the bear. Just grinding and grinding. And I remember seeing the excitement of all these people that made so much money during the bull. And I said, I'm going to be a part of that next bull cycle. And here we are. Here we are. But extreme greed, everyone's feeling pretty good right now. Now, let's look at Bitcoin interest. Where's retail at? Look at that, right? This is all bear market right here. A little peak when, the ETFs came out. But look at this right here. We're ticking up again. So retail's coming in, guys. So we already got a lot of institutional big money buyers, Wells buying. And that's what I'm going to cover in this video. But what happens when this starts coming back up to crazy numbers? What happens when your local news CNN, Fox starts talking about Bitcoin daily. Talking about Bitcoin hit 100, Bitcoin hit 110, Bitcoin hit 115. When your family members start asking you about Bitcoin, what is the price of Bitcoin? What would that be at that time? Very, very interesting. Exciting times, guys. Exciting times. So look at today. Just look at the stock related crypto, like I guess you could say crypto proxies, right? So look at Coinbase. Coinbase trading volume today is at 13 million, right? Up 19.7%. MicroStrategy, which I hold, which has been going up crazy. This morning it was at 300, I think. So 340 up 25.7%. Trading volume 15 million. Now let's look at Mara, which is a mining stock for Bitcoin, up 29.9%. 3 million in trading volume. So it's not only crypto, it's the crypto related stocks too. If Bitcoin is too high for you right now at the current price, I get it. You know, looking at some proxies might not be a bad idea because right now, although the price is high and we may retrace a little bit, it's going to get higher if history will repeat itself. And if that happens, Bitcoin will go higher as well as these proxies. So take a look at some of these, do your own research, but they might not be a bad play if you're trying to get some crypto exposure. Not financial advice. According to Charlie Blieo, the returns since the presidential election here in the US are as follows. So Doge has been the winner. Again, sidekick and the buddy with the president-elect, Elon. He talks about Doge. That's probably besides Bitcoin, the only crypto he mainly talks about. That's up 95%. Coinbase up 67%, which is a big exchange here in the US. Tesla's up 39%. Again, president-elect relationship, and they hold Bitcoin, which we'll cover later. And then Bitcoin up 27%. Then you have banks, and we don't care about the banks, small caps, blah, blah. But focus here, 27%. And I think is much, much more to go. Now, today, Bitcoin has surpassed silver as an asset class. Let's remember this. Let's think about that for a minute. Something that people were calling funny money years ago. Even today, you talk to some relatives or some friends, they'll be like, what are you talking about? Bitcoin, that's a scam. It's not worth anything. Well, if they say that, all you do is send them a text and forward them this. I'm like, well, if it's not worth something to you, or all around the world, it's worth something to somebody because it is in the top 10. Matter of fact, it just surpassed silver and it's ranked number 8. Right below Saudi Aramco, which I believe is an oil company. Then you have Amazon, Alphabet, Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, and gold. Now, at some point, people will wake up and say, this might be more valuable than this right here. And right now, this is a 1.7 trillion asset. Gold's at 17.6. If Bitcoin were to hit half of that market cap, what would the price of Bitcoin be? That's what you should ask yourself. Wow. Now, CoinShares, week ending last week, institutional money, ETFs, and the like. Where was the money flowing as far as crypto goes? Bitcoin, for the week ending last week, had an inflow of 1.7 billion. People are buying Bitcoin. And we're not even really accounting retail yet, but this is the heavy hitters, the big dogs, 1.7 billion. ETH, 157 million. Solana, 3.9 million. Litecoin had a little bit, 200,000. XRP, 500,000. And Cardano, 100,000. Cardano has some good news. Apparently, Charles Hoskinson is going to be involved with crypto regulation, helping the Trump administration. So that kind of helped Cardano spike up to over 60 cents. So Cardano holders were very excited about that. But nonetheless, these are the shares, and just look at that, 1.7 billion, and it's just the beginning. Just the beginning. Australia has a Bitcoin ETF. We keep talking about the US ETFs because obviously that's where I live, but they're doing their thing too. So they're stacking. If you just look at that from October 23rd, 2024, number of Bitcoins, 158, and just going till present, till November 8th, 2024, they're up to 192. So although they're not as big as the Black Rocks and Fidelities, they're still stacking. And that's just taking Bitcoin out of circulation. Just appreciating that price is a very hard asset. Now we go to MicroStrategy. We talked about them before, a good Bitcoin proxy, and you saw the trading volume today. He has a plan over the next few years to purchase 42 billion worth of Bitcoin. When he buys, or MicroStrategy, they're not selling. They're taking that out of circulation. Then we have him also announcing that MicroStrategy did purchase 27,200 Bitcoins worth $2 billion. Again, purchase that taken out of circulation. How does MicroStrategy get this money? They issue more, they issue more stock. With that money, they pay little to no debt or interest on it, and they just buy more and more Bitcoin, which is an appreciating asset, versus fiat, which is depreciating. It's a money glitch, and they got it. They know what they're doing, and he has plans, like we just talked about here, to buy over the next few years 42 billion. He already got 2 billion of that, so 40 billion more. Then we have the Royal Government of Bhutan. I covered them a few times during my Bitcoin videos, and they have about 1 billion's worth of Bitcoin. I asked myself, where is Bhutan? Because I never heard of Bhutan. I like to say geographically, I know countries and things like that. But it's actually near Nepal. Near, if you see here, this is Mount Everest right here, and they're right here. So this country, you're thinking like, how, what? You know what I'm saying? They know about Bitcoin, and they know about it, and they've been accumulating. And right now they have over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. So El Salvador cops about one a day. What happens when other nation states start saying, okay, well, Trump's talking about making Bitcoin a strategic reserve. We have countries like this, with a smaller population. They know what's going on. They have about $1 billion worth. Maybe it's time we incorporate a little bit of that ourselves. Here in the U.S., a big tech company, Microsoft, is actually having a shareholders meeting in the first or second week of December to determine if they should hold Bitcoin or not. Now, with all this happening, the backdrop of the money coming in and it appreciating, we'll see what happens. It could be another big player coming in. Although I know that, the older heads, the shareholders, the big shareholders are saying, no, they shouldn't do it. But hey, you can't argue with progress. If you see what MicroStrategy is doing and what's happened to the value of their company, I don't know. We might have another big player coming in. But this, again, just shows that we're just at the precipice of something big, something crazy. A country as small as this, they understand what's going on and they're accumulating. China's not really fully in. Hong Kong has approved it, but China's not really in. What happens when Argentina, Brazil, I know Brazil is in, but what happens when they start accruing just a little bit, small percentage as a reserve currency? So Tesla, we talked about earlier, they hold currently about $1 billion of Bitcoin on their as far as custody goes. So they have it on their balance books. So Tesla has it. They know what's up. Elon knows what's going on. He's a crypto friendly guy. Also, Standard Chartered said that under Trump, Bitcoin could hit a $10 million or 10 trillion market cap. 10 trillion market cap currently. Currently, we sit at, if we go up here again, let's take a look at the market cap of Bitcoin. 1.7 trillion. 10 trillion. What would the price of Bitcoin be at that point? Hey, tonight we might hit 89. Well, we already hit 89,000. We might hit 90,000. So if we hit 10 trillion, the price would be ridiculous. It'll be ridiculous. And not only that, what would the price of ETH, Solana, Doge, all your other alts, what would they be? We're on something. We're on a precipice. We're on the cusp of something very, very special, guys. And wow, just get ready. Your life is about to change if you've been investing in the right ones. Also, Plan B. I know he got a lot of crap last bull cycle for making a prediction on Bitcoin, but there were some factors that kind of impacted that price. We had FTX folding. You had the inflation numbers coming out, and they were start increasing inflation. Then you had I forget the name of the other thing that folded, but there were a lot of bad things that happened that kind of made the stock to flow model kind of become obsolete. However, now we have a lot of tailwinds. You have a pro crypto government coming in here in the U.S. You have companies accumulating. You have countries accumulating all over. And he is saying, based on all of this, his stock to flow model is saying 250 to a million within the next 4 years. Within the next 4 years, 250 to a million. Now, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So lastly, let's take a look at what liquidations are looking like. What could be something that may cause us to retrace a little bit or maybe keep going. But you have to understand, in stocks, in crypto, whatever, an asset just doesn't keep going up. It has to take a break at some point. Will we retrace? Maybe. But I like what I'm seeing. I didn't think we would see 89, 90,000 this quickly so fast. So right now, looking at the shorts and looking at the longs, it looks like it's about even here. Let's take a look here. We have longs about 51.7%, shorts 48.2%. So it's about even. So normally when you see that, you don't see one headed, one majority, one way or the other. It's about 3%. I think we're safe for a little bit. So I think we might be able to see 90 tonight, and that would be awesome. That would be great. So that is it in a nutshell. Will we hit 90,000 tonight? If so, can we see 100,000 by the end of November? A lot of people were saying 100,000 by the end of the year. Can we actually see that by the end of November? I don't know. I'm just enjoying the ride. Whether we see it or not, I'm just enjoying the ride. On dips, I'll accumulate more, DCA a little bit more. But I wanted to make this video because this is monumental. I've never seen so many all-time highs in one day since I've been in this space. And I think it's the first of many, believe it or not. So tell a friend, tell a relative, tell whoever you can that Bitcoin is a truly, truly hard asset, and it will change a lot of people's lives. It's going to change mine. It's going to change yours. And they really should wake up. Don't wait until retail FOMO hits and it's peak, and then it's too late for everybody to get in. But I probably share this information with somebody. Tell them to do some research on crypto, Bitcoin proxies, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum. Just a lot of good things happening. And I think the window as far as trying to get in before it really takes off is shrinking. So guys, thank you for spending your time with me. Enjoy the gains. Until next time. Talk to you later.